So we watched a couple big games in the NBA playoffs on yesterday. And let's start with these Lakers and the Grizzlies. Now, that was probably the most watched game yesterday. So, we got to talk about. We got to talk about how the Grizzlies came in flat and the Lakers came out smoking hot. I mean, what were some of your big key takeaways?
First of all, at the start of the game, I said, Are the Grizzlies even on the floor? Like, what was that? It was it was a horrible start to a game. I can tell you that. And 9 points in the first quarter? Nah, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. The Lakers had 35 points. How you do that? I couldn't believe it. Shocked me. I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this game is over." So, although I hear, the noise around the NBA town is that the Lakers are not shook by what the Grizzlies had to say, and they said they are. But what I appreciate about the Lakers, they said we're gonna talk less, show more, and that's
Hmm.
exactly what they did when they came out in Game 3. So
They did,
they
but
did.
I I don't know. I'm here for the trash talk. I like that. I like that kind of basketball. But when you do that, though, it's important that you back it up.
It is important that you always back it up. That is what I'm saying. Let your words match your actions and your results. And in this case, at the start of the game, especially Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks, I'm gonna need you to always have more than 7 points. That you can never do before uh, exiting the game, during the game. All that talk you spewing, you got to be able to perform better than that. I'm sorry, you just got to do it. It don't even make sense. It doesn't match. So then I can't even trust your dog. I can't trust it because it ain't even
Mm,
showing. It ain't even showing the bite. Like what?
yes, yes. Now, I mean, the first half. I
Oh
mean, I
my
know we were
god.
texting in the back, like,
Mhm.
"Yo, this game really over? Like, do you really think that they could come back?" Now, I had hope,
You did.
throughout the whole game. And then as I started to see the Lakers kind of let up a little bit and John Morant got cooking with his bum hand, like how he scored 45 points and had like 12 assists, 9 rebounds. What was that about? After he hit his first three, I
It
said,
was a
oh,
wrap. It was
yeah,
on. It was on.
yeah, yeah.
Game on. 22 points straight.
In the fourth, yes.
What? Out of the 24 he made in the second half? Are you kidding me? Who does that? Where they cut the deficit down to 11 points at the end of regulation? Come on. Come
Hmm.
on. Lakers, you can't sleep on the Grizzlies. That's what this matchup showed me. That we may be down almost 30 points, but watch how we do this.
Yes.
And it had Desmond Bain just turned it up, had his shots been going up just a little bit, more shots than what he did, just basket had been going in, the game would have been over. They would have won the game. So the
Hmm.
Grizzlies, as much as they talk, they can still make you, a little scared. I mean, the Lakers should have been shook that they came back that close. It should not have been that close. So this lets me know that the Lakers just kind of was like, we got y'all. No, no, you don't. No.
No,
Uh-uh.
no, the game is 48 minutes. I mean, we didn't get anything from
Absolutely.
Bain. You didn't get nothing from
I
Xavier
know.
Tillman after his wonderful game too.
Mhm.
Tyus Jones' shot was off. Jaron Jackson Jr. was in foul trouble, so he couldn't play his normal aggressive game. And then you just didn't get anything from anybody other than John Morant. What happened was John Morant by himself nearly beat the entire Lakers squad.
Absolutely. He sure did. He sure did with a, a injured hand. And I can tell at the top of the game he was still compromised. I don't know if he was sure of what his hand would do. And I do cringe every time he drives to the basket. I'm saying, please don't fall on it.
Oh,
Please
I
don't fall on
know.
it. But I think he gained his confidence once he hit that three. That was it.
Yes,
And then they
yes.
started raining. I said, oh yeah, he in his bag for sure. And this is exactly what the Grizzlies needed. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, Grizzlies, game 4, I'm gonna need you to take it on. I'm gonna need you to take it. You're gonna have to take game 4. And I believe you can. Because I don't know how many more times the Lakers can do what they did. I think the Grizzlies allowed the Lakers to lead them on
Hmm.
in game 3. I don't think the Grizzlies are gonna come out and allow that to happen again. So now I
No,
want to see what the matchup is like for game 4, right? What
yeah.
will that game look like? I think it's gonna look a lot more competitive, a lot different. And I think the outcome will be Grizzlies. I'm hoping the outcome is Grizzlies because I would love the series be matched 2-2. That's what I would love
Oh,
when they
yes,
go
yes.
back to Memphis. Hmm.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Now, let me see. Now, I noticed that, because I think a lot of the attention was on LeBron and Dylan Brooks. So when Dylan Brooks got ejected, for me, it took some of the air out of the sail of watching the rest of the game, because I don't care how you look at it, the fans lost when Dylan Brooks was ejected. The fans lost. We lost in the end. Most
Mhm.
of us tuned in to see that.
Yep.
I was gonna watch the game regardless, but that little smoke we had prior to the game at the end of game 2 helped a lot of people tune in and say, "Oh, what's gonna happen now? How will
Mhm.
LeBron James react?" And we didn't get a chance to see that. I feel robbed.
Well, call the police. Like it was just it's just what it is. And I'm quite sure LeBron was like, good. Now I can relax.
Yeah, he looked like he took a sigh of relief. I'm like, oh,
It's like, oh, dang it, that pest is out of here. That's okay though. Dylan Brooks, come on back and still be pestering. What? I
I
mean,
mean,
it,
at the end of the day, that's just the kind of player that Dylan Brooks is, whether it's LeBron, whether it's whomever he's going up against, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, this is who he is, and this is how he makes his living in the NBA. So,
I agree.
hey,
I agree.
yes. Okay, now earlier in the day, in the same arena, the Suns and the Clippers got down. And my boy Russell Westbrook, I mean, he gave his heart and soul. One thing you will never, never be able to question is his heart, his
Never.
dog. You just can't. He carried the Clippers.
Yep. Yep. He did that. One word. Wow. Wow. Like that is the Russell Westbrook that we all know and love. That's it right there. That means that he is in an environment that respects him and what he brings to them. That's what this shows me. He just
Hmm.
don't pick it up all of a sudden. He was always that person. When you get into an environment that don't respect you, is not loyal to you in some regard, and you don't feel like you're valued, then you get the performance you got with the Lakers. But this Clippers performance, ooh,
Yeah.
we like if he
Hmm.
didn't do what he did, it would be a blowout in that game. But I mean, they fought and nail, tooth and nail
Yes.
between
I mean,
him and Norman Powell. I'm gonna need more from the others. Where y'all at? See if y'all had Reggie Jackson.
I'm telling you, Reggie Jackson, that would have been a nice, nice
Yep.
addition. But hey, you make decisions and you got to stick with it. But Russ, come on, he played almost the whole game, 40
Mhm.
minutes, scored 37 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and not to mention just the way that he pushed the pace
Yep.
and just the look in his eye. He had the eye of the tiger
Mhm.
yesterday. I mean, there's no other way around it. But I'm looking at the box score for the others, as you mentioned. Not a whole lot from Eric Gordon, Marcus Morris Sr., Zubac. You cannot. You gonna have 4 little points and 9 rebounds. Like, I was looking for Zubac to be a little bit more
Just
aggressive.
I really wish Ty Lue would invest more time into Mason Plumlee. I'm sorry. Can we please allow him to play more minutes? Can we please just see? You know what? As a matter of fact, in Game 4, just go and let it ride at this point.
Yeah,
Because if Kawhi Leonard ain't coming back on the scene, what are we talking about? Go on and see what Mason Plumlee can do. Let Zubac get his 10 minutes in and give Mason Plumlee the rest. That's just
yes,
how Zubac, you was rebound machine in the regular season, and now you get to the postseason when they really need you, especially since Kawhi is not there and you can't even perform. I'm over again. The Clippers, I can't.
you can't do it now. Wow, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker both. Oh my gosh, 30 points each. I mean, they're really playing a really good. They're a really good duo. But I still say, both of them played. Oh my goodness, over 40 minutes. How much longer are they gonna be able to pull those heavy minutes like that? Especially KD. With all those leg injuries he's had over the years, and he's kind of injury prone. I don't care how you look at it. I mean, but I think that's a heavy minute load, especially in the first round. If they plan on going deep, right? All that's gonna catch up to them.
The thing about it is that this duo is exactly what I anticipated when they got together. When KD went to the Suns, KD and Devin Booker, what we see now is exactly what was anticipated during the regular season. We're actually now seeing that in the postseason, and I'm not surprised at what that looks like, right? And unfortunately, I think it's not going to be really complete until they play a team that's whole, right? Because right now the Clippers are compromised. Now you play who you play and you win how you win. It's just what it is, right? But I think that once the Suns, if they move on to round 2, that matchup may be a lot more stringent on these minutes that you're talking about. It may be a lot more taxing on KD and Devin Booker. And if the Suns don't figure, that's why the Suns need to go ahead. If they want to do anything, go ahead and close it out. Because if you putting up 40 something minutes now, and then you expect to not be
Hmm.
gassed, if the Suns and the Nuggets or the Timberwolves, if they have to play a team like that, if they have to play the Nuggets and they think they're gonna get 40 minutes in with their limited squad, it's gonna be a wrap. Or it's gonna be a struggle. So I'm quite sure if they would want to shut down and close out this particular round one, if that's what it is going to be, and get some more rest. Because I'm telling you right now, if you go against the Nuggets, you're gonna be gassed.
Oh, totally,
You
totally.
and you're gonna have to get more on defense. Now, you again without Kawhi Leonard, without Paul George, I think that is making it a lot easier for the Suns to win, right? It looks really good. But I want to see what that looks like when they're up against a team that's fully healthy, because that's exactly what the Nuggets are. Then if the Nuggets for some reason fumble the bag, which I don't see why they would, and they're matched up against the Timberwolves, which I don't think is going to happen. So I'm going to go back to the Nuggets. So once they get within the Nuggets, let's see there. Let's see there. So
Yes, I mean the Suns again, similar to the game prior. They got 10 points in the game, in the 10 points off the bench in the game prior, and they got 9 points. Oh my god, in game four. I'm like, wait a minute. This is just not gonna be good because the Nuggets are deep. Now we're thinking ahead, of course.
of course.
But the Nuggets are deep, and it's just as you mentioned, it's just not gonna be enough to sustain them going forward.
But the thing about it is, even if the Clippers were able to pull a miracle for some reason, and they move on to round two as well, that same statement is true with against the Nuggets. You think that the Nuggets and the Clippers, with a healthy Kawhi Leonard or semi-healthy Kawhi Leonard, would be more competitive than, or not competitive, but will be a better matchup
I
than
do.
the Nuggets and the Suns, really, because of the
Yeah.
depth.
Yes,
Mm,
yes, as they can go tit for tat, blow for blow. I mean, I think the Clippers are one of the deepest teams in the NBA, especially if Kawhi and PG are playing, right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't have to bring Norman Powell up from the bench
True.
if they're
That's true.
playing, you
That's true.
know. So,
That's
yeah,
true.
disappointing that PG and Kawhi are both out. And I looked into the face of Steve Ballmer as he sat on the sidelines. He did not have his normal joy. I felt his pain, you know,
Mhm,
terrible.
mhm. Yeah, it's terrible. Mm.
Hmm. All right. So earlier in the day, did we have a team go home? I mean, what happened with the what happened with the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers without Joel Embiid?
Exactly what was supposed to happen. Exactly what was supposed to happen. A sweep. Y'all already knew that even with Joel Embiid, the Nets were going home in four. And there wasn't even no question about it. There was no question about it. And that's when the Sixers said, let's play a little chess. Joel Embiid, go on rest.
Yep.
Go on rest. Go on rest your body. You know, because ain't no need of you even wasting your time in game four. Ain't no need. I already know. Even if the Sixers lose, you come back game five, and it's still gonna be a wrap. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be a wrap. Why
Yeah.
prolong was not even necessary. So yeah, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Somebody Nets done gone fishing,
That Nets went fishing. Oh.
and you know, good for them. So now they got a chance to rest, retool, and get ready for the fall. So whatever.
Hopefully they add some additions to their team because they're going to need it. There's a way you can't just keep relying on Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson to carry their team. They need to add some pieces. Let me just say that.
Yep.
Okay, so Miami Heat snuck a win on the Milwaukee Bucks without Giannis Antetokounmpo. I was really surprised. Miami leads that series 2-1, and Giannis better come on back because if the Heat go up 3-1, it's going to be
It's a wrap.
very difficult to beat them.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Heat, they lucked up. I ain't gonna even lie. They're probably like, thank you, basketball gods.
Yeah.
Because if you keep Giannis out, oh my goodness, Giannis, put some tape on that back. I don't know what you need to do. I would love to see Giannis come back, but again, I just I don't know. I don't know. I really believe that the Bucks are still a better team without Giannis, but something about it is missing.
Yeah,
Man, man, Bucks, really?
I know. They got Bobby Portis, sitting in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, but Bobby gave you 9 points and 10 rebounds. I mean, you missing out on at least 35 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists from Giannis. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and that's
amazing that they're able to make the games even remotely close without Giannis Antetokounmpo.
you know what I often wonder. I think some players are just meant to come off the bench. They're just meant to come off the bench. Not everybody's meant to be a starter. I think their game is compromised when they start for some reason. But when they
Mm,
get in, while the game is already in flow, they just seem to perform better. And I think Bobby Portis is one of them. Because I'm not
yeah.
impressed with that at all.
I know. And Brooke Lopez, your defensive player of the year. What happened? Played 30
He,
minutes,
he didn't
got you
win.
3 rebounds.
He didn't win. He can't be my defensive player of the year if he didn't win.
I know, but he's your pick. He was your pick, is all I'm saying.
It doesn't matter. He
Oh,
didn't
okay.
win.
He
Just
sure
weigh in.
didn't.
No, I did pick him. I know. No, yeah, no. You got to do better. You got to do better. Matter of fact, this is when you step up. This is when you step up. Oh, Bucks. Sorry about that.